guys. This is the solution to the online challenge that we had in the group. The first question was how many LED will glow when this circuit is powered? List them. So let's power the circuit. So we see that 4 LED glows out of 5. The reason why this last one didn't come up, is very obvious. It's very obvious. So I will explain that, and let me read the second question. The second question is when you reverse D2, this is D2. When you reverse D2, one more LED will stop glowing. Point out the affected LED. When we reverse this LED, one more LED, or this diode rather, one more LED will stop glowing, will stop coming up. It won't come up again. So I will explain the reason why for that. The reason for that also. And the last question is if you remove D4, how many LED will stop? How many LED will still be glowing? If you remove D4, if you remove this D4, how many LED will still be glowing? So let's start with let's start by explaining the effects of this D4. You know these circuits. For a circuit, for a current to flow in a circuit, there must be a closed path. There must be a closed path from the current must be able to flow from positive to negative without any interruption, without any obstruction. So if you check this circuit now, you see that the positive, the electron, the current cannot move through this diode because it is reversed. It's reverse biased. So the current cannot move through this diode. It is moving through this path, so through the LED and back to the negative side. That means if you remove this D4, there won't be a flow of current anymore because the current cannot pass through this diode because it is reversed. Okay, let's remove D4 now and see what happens. Okay, delete. Now let's play it. So no more movement of electron. So that means the current are not able to move through this diode because it's reversed. Assuming that we reverse this diode D2, and the anode is in this point, and the cathode is connected to this point, there will be a flow of current then. Okay, that means if you remove D4, all the LED will stop working because for an LED to be working, there must be a flow of current through it, and with this configuration, the current are not able to flow. Hope you're getting it. Okay, that's the first question. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, let me remove this. If you reverse D2, one of the questions, if you reverse this to one of the LED will stop working. Okay, let's reverse this. Delete. Okay, Control X, Control V. Okay, let's reverse it. So if you reverse it, it will be forward biased then. Before it was reverse biased, but now by reversing it to be forward biased. So the meaning of forward bias, reverse bias is that if you connect the anode side to the most positive side and the cathode side to the most negative side, the diode is forward biased. But if you connect the cathode to the most positive side, it is reverse biased. Now this is the anode, right? So it is connected to the most positive side. This is the most, because positive is coming from this place, electron is coming from this place. So being that we connected the anode to this side, that means this diode is forward biased, right? Okay. If you play it now, so D5 stopped working. D5 is not working now. The reason for that is that from this place to this point, from this point to this point, from this point to this point, there is a very minimal or zero voltage drop. There is a very a very minimal or nothing, a zero voltage drop. Are you getting it? If you remember when we were treating diode, the voltage drop between this point and this point should be 0.6 or 0.7 for silicon and 0.3 for gallium. So that voltage drop is not enough to power an LED. It won't work. So for an LED to work, there must be a potential difference between the anode and the cathode. There's no potential difference between this point and this point. If you check the voltage is zero, right? So the voltage is what 6 point something millivolts. So it's not sufficient enough to power an LED. Hope you are getting it. So the voltage drop is not sufficient enough to power an LED. So that's a LED rather. So that's the reason why we don't. We are not expecting this D4 to come up. Okay, that's the second question. And the reason why this one is not coming up is very obvious, because both two terminals are connected to the same points of potential. There is no potential difference at all. There is no potential difference between the two at all. So if you remove this, I've shown you that before. If you remove this, so there won't be any flow of current. There won't be any flow of current. But now that we have reversed it, if we remove it, then it will work. So let's remove it now. So it will still work, because now there is no need to bridge this diode anymore. So the diode is already allowing the current to pass through it, because it's now forward biased. Are you getting it? So I think that's all for the question. So it's not a big deal actually. So this one is just a scam. So this line, this Z out, if you remove it, it still work. So remove it, it's still working. So there's nothing special in this circuit. There's nothing special there. So this one cannot work forever. This one won't work at all. So that's all. Thank you.